So two names I'm seeing floated out there for the Dallas Cowboys for potential trades are Maxx Crosby and Trey Hendrickson. And here's why, personally, I think those are perhaps unrealistic trades, especially Maxx Crosby. All right, trading for Maxx Crosby means you're going to take a $38 million hit to your cap this season. Cowboys have about $30 million in cap space available, so they'd have to restructure some deals, move some money around. And you got to remember, you have to have some operating space within your salary cap for free agent signings that you might make during the season, for roster moves as far as practice squad elevations, things like that. All right. So you can't just be 100% spent. You got to have some room. So that's a tough one to maneuver. I'm not saying it's impossible, but take that into consideration, as well as the fact that you have to give up a first-round pick and some change, maybe a player. Who knows what it would look like, but it's at least a first-round plus. So Maxx Crosby, I think, is out of the question. And who knows if the Raiders are even looking to move him. I don't know. So that one, I think, personally, I'm putting that one off the table. Trey Hendrickson is a little more palatable. It's about a $25 million cap charge in 2025. He's also going to need a new deal. So if you trade for him, extend him, right, as part of the trade, you can actually take some of that cap and maybe push it down the road, depending on how the extension looks. So that one is a bit more palatable. You'd still probably restructure some guys, but rumor is that will only cost you perhaps a third or a fourth plus a player. Now, the Cowboys don't have a third because they traded for George Pickens, which was a great move, totally fine. But that one, the rumor is the Bengals are looking for a mid-round pick plus a player. So a little more palatable on that front. I don't know if the Cowboys pull the trigger on either guy. I really don't think Crosby's in play. I really don't. Hendrickson, maybe. But either player definitely would elevate this defense, elevate the pass rush, help in the run game. And if the Cowboys can just be a top 25 defense, right, instead of the 32nd ranked defense, you saw what happened against the Commanders. There was just such a disparity between the teams where the Cowboys were scoring just about every possession almost, and the Commanders, you just missed 3 or 4 possessions of scores, and all of a sudden you find yourself behind 2-3 touchdowns. And so I don't know if either guy is really in play for the Cowboys at this point. I think Hendrickson is probably much more realistic when you consider the capital it would take to acquire him plus the contract. I think you could probably make that work here in Dallas, and I'd be all for giving up a fourth plus a player, a young player, maybe even like a Trayvon Diggs might be being shopped, is the rumor, who knows. But I'd be good with moving for a guy like that who is a little bit older, but again, you're not giving up really extreme draft capital to acquire a guy who can come in and make an impact right away, like a Hendrickson. So I'm all for that one. Crosby, we can probably I would assume we can take off the table. I don't think that's realistic myself. If somebody has any ideas around that, how we can make that one work, please let me know. Just let me know what your thoughts are. I'll see you guys later.